All right, we have Group N Round 1 here of the Winter Cup. I've got Nordic Patriotic. So my goal in this game is, I'm gonna try to rush it. All right, I'm gonna start with a somewhat aggressive and fast opening here. Try to get in the other players' faces, make them uncomfortable. And also try to get board spread early. Not sure how Polani Industrial is going to play. I think he's a relatively new player. So we'll see how that works. But if he's not fast, it's possible I can get first to the factory. Well, maybe not. He might be going for that encounter first. We're going to do our double upgrade start. Trade, move and upgrade, produce 2 oil, move and upgrade, getting our character the encounter and setting up our workers on a base mountain, and actually this Tagawa's village tunnel down here. He's planning to trade for metal here. I'd expect that from industrial. No, but produce. Interesting. So move there. Character here. Upgrade our move and our deploy. I'm not super excited about these objectives, but I'm pretty sure I can get human shield. Because after producing a couple times, I should end up with 7 workers on this village and can just take a turn to move it around the factory. I might get human shield on a lake, actually. That's always fun. Alright, we got Tagawa with a produce and an upgrade. What do they upgrade here? Move to enlist. Okay, so Tagawa's not going to be fast with mechs either. I might be the only one with mechs for a while in this game. Which is kind of what you want. The only one with mechs and probably the only one with power. Alright, so Polani's getting their encounter here. I gotta hope for no metal. They'd be able to get metal or... Oh no, they don't have the pop to play. They could get a combat card into play a mech, but I would get the pay... I would get the combat card and the pop and then get 3 metal here. So on your next produce you can deploy. And that's exactly what they did. Well, darn. Otherwise, they were 4 turns away from getting a mech. Trade something, trade for metal again, produce, and now I get a mech next turn. Alright, so we're going to produce, get our oil here. Now, is Tagawa going to move or produce again? Probably produce again before they move so I can get an enlist. That's slow getting out into the open here for Tagawa. So my question is, does Polania, I mean, clearly they're producing deploy. Are they going to go Riverwalk? Or Submerge or Speed? And I guess I have... Oh, they might be trying to build here? What's the build bonus this game? Neighbor Tunnels. They get Speed Mech, and then maybe next turn they move and build a mine here. Yeah, that's probably what they'll do. So Submerge, interesting. It's gonna be a slow move to the factory then. Oh, and with that, this village tunnel is gonna be pretty safe. So I'll continue my plan and move there. Alright, give me metal, building, or an upgrade. Well, I do this, I guess I can get another upgrade later, next turn, to make my deploys cheaper. I don't want to pay to deploy, because deploy gets me power and Gives me power and coin. Alright, so we'll produce, start working on our workers. We're going to take an upgrade next turn. So let's see, so upgrade, deploy. I wonder, do I want to take a move or maybe just to gain gold action for the upgrade? So Tagawa looking like they're going to work on an enlist strat, which isn't going to leave them a ton of gold here. Although, let's see what they enlist here. Yeah, so they deploy enlist, which makes sense in this game. You're going to get a lot of mech deployment. You might get 12 gold from that, or 11 now, because Polani has already deployed once. Alright, so what's Polani going to build? Do they build a mill on their forest? Interesting. You move the people on the lakes, you're not going to be able to produce. So they'd have to build something on the forest. I'm guessing it's a mill, so they get 3 wood every time they produce. Produce, get my metal and my next person. So let's see, if I move a person here to metal, just thinking this out loud, I produce again to get to 4. I produce again to get to 6, and I produce again to get to 8. And that would give me all my metal, or maybe I move over here to the farm, although that's threatened by Polania. Gain coin, and we'll upgrade. And up they are, deploy. Now we can just alternate produce and deploy. Get some mechs out there, get the lead in power. I wish my combat card was better, a lowly 2 here. Although it doesn't look like this game's going to feature a ton of enlists. Gotta hope I can get an enlist factory card. Well, combats probably shouldn't be too difficult to come by. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually deploy my seaworthy mech here, because then if I get attacked, I can just retreat to a lake and still be right here in the mix of things. And Polani's going to be slow with just a submerged mech right now, and no, unless they get a mech factory card, or something that's going to give them like the 1 card for 3 resources. Ow, a pop for a mech. What a great factory card for Polania. Is there build bonus neighbor tunnels? So they've got 3 neighbor tunnels already. Alright. Bolster deploy. Got our seaworthy mech on our village. Probably another produce here from Tagawa to get another food before they move and enlist again. Alright, so I'm going to produce and deploy again to get the speed mech, and then I'll be able to get to the factory if I want. But I might, before I move, produce a third time to get my workers here and spread out my workers so I can hit human shield and maybe get a combat and get the factory all in one. And try to be efficient with my moves. Yeah, I'm hoping that factory card didn't bail Polani out here because they weren't set up on metal. Let's see what they deploy. Yeah, speed. So I can threaten either of my hexes, but I have enough power that I can overwhelm them, so I'm not really worried about them attacking me 1v1 with the factory card here. Now maybe they could do... Oh, but they can't... Oh, they could do a 2v1. Oh, no, they can't now with where they move their character. So maybe they're just going to encounter hop and try to get to tier 2. That's possible. Oh, another good encounter for them. They don't really need the metal with their factory card. But if they get 3 wood here, it saves them another produce. And they get 2 food to be a trade away from an enlist. Which is nice given how few mechs are out that you can enlist that deploy bonus and really build some coin. Or they could enlist their build bonus and build some pop as they're building. So what resource they take? They took 3 oil. So they are going to spend a turn bolstering and upgrading. I guess they want an upgraded move and maybe a little power. This is the only way industrial board gets power. Alright, so we produce people, metal, done. Oh, to how traded. So we'll get a move with an enlist and maybe a worker here to the mountain. Let's see if they remember to put the trap on after their encounter. Common thing people miss, and if they don't, I mean that's an easy combat victory there, and really just crush Tagawa this early. Oh, $3 enlists. They could be up to 3 enlists, or they could even pay 2 pop to get 3 food and be well on their way to enlisting, getting all 4 enlists with future moves. Let's see, at 3 pop, you're probably not getting to tier 2. I think I'd go with this. What do they have right now? 3 workers, you get another worker. Yeah, another worker on metal. And they do have the upgraded deploy. So let's see, if they produce and deploy and get 2 combat cards here for combat. I don't really want to move now. I think I'm going to deploy another mech here. Do I deploy with combat cards so I can maybe go 2v2? I think I do that. I'm going to bolster combat card here to get some extra combat cards for battle. Deploy here, deploy my speed mech on the village. So now I can threaten Tagawa here with 2 mechs, do a 2v1 or a 2v2. I'm assuming they're going to produce and deploy. And then, even if I don't win, I can just retreat to the lake here, but I can also get to the factory with my character. Oh, Ronin, and they put it over here. Very interesting. So I could even hit Polania, who has no power on 4 cards. Because I got 3 moves. So I can get to the character of the factory, 1 mech over here to hit Polania, and 1 mech over here to hit Tagawa. Although Polania did just bolster, so they did gain 2 power. So, I'm gonna move. We know we're taking the character to the factory here. Take 1 worker with us, put a worker here, attack Polania. And then we'll take no workers and come and attack Tagawa. So first, we're going to come at Tagawa here. So they have a bunch of cards. Are they... I mean, they might go pretty heavy here. But they can't produce, so I'll go up to 6. Ooh, good thing I went a little high, because they went hard too. Okay, and here, I'm just going to throw a combat card. See if I can sneak one out on Polani, and if not, because I can just retreat right to that lake. And that's not a bad spot, and if I can get Polani to maybe can spend all their power, they probably have to save 1 power, so they might go weak. There, look at that. Cheap combat for just a 2. And let's see what we got here. Oh, the produce one's not bad. Because then I can move and produce, although I only have 1 combat card. So I don't necessarily know if I want to spend it. This one's nice. A power for 3 gold. I mean, I don't really need other resources. Let's see, what's... So, I'm going to be able to get Human Shield. I got my 2 combats. I'll get Workers and Deploy. So I do need 1 other bottom row action. I don't want to... I gotta take this, because I don't want to spend my only combat card, and with, right now, no path to enlists. Oh, they do have 1 food now. That's kind of nice. Alright, and I left myself a power to be able to produce... Oh, I'm going to need 1 more metal here somewhere. Alright, because I'll produce and get a metal here. I just might have to hope for that from an encounter. Yeah, I mean, there's a risk. It wasn't a huge risk, because I could just retreat to this lake, if not, and come back right away on the next turn. Alright, so I can produce and deploy and get a worker or a mech here. And then I'll probably gotta move to get my objective. I wonder if Polani's gonna take this encounter here. The move probably. Yeah. So I think that's produce, deploy, have the lead in power, so I can't be pushed around. And again, even if Tagawa comes and attacks me, 2 gonna pop. What are they gonna? I mean, they probably don't really want either of these other options. Wow, paid 3 pop to deploy a mech when you have the 1 pop for deploy factory card. I mean, it saves you a turn, but it's gonna be a low pop game. And sometimes you're concerned with Polani, especially in a 3-player game, hopping around every encounter and just picking up a ton of pop. Alright, so we're going to produce, get ourselves our metal, get ourselves our worker star. I mean, Polania can, if they want, use their factory action to come bump that worker and take my metal, which probably isn't a bad idea, but I'm not sure they're going to do that. I want to deploy and get... I want to get the artillery mech here, because then it becomes even more dangerous to come and attack. Because I can then drain... If Polani attacks, I can drain their power. They can't produce anymore. I guess it would offset Ronin if Tagawa attacks. But again, I can become a power drain on people. And Tagawa made a big mistake here not putting their trap and just leaving that wide open for me to steal and really disrupt their game. So we got another bolster upgrade here from Polani. I mean, it gets them gold, but it's... I mean, they're not going to get the upgrade star. So I'm a little curious. What did they upgrade? Trade, build. Interesting. Okay. ourselves 3 power. Get ourselves our artillery mech right there. So we don't need... I'd like to pick up a metal without producing, so I think I might take the factory action here. Yeah, I'm not super worried about this. I'll knock them down. They're going to get 2 power, I'll knock them down 2 power. I'll throw a power to get another combat card and just retreat to this lake. That's not a big deal at all. But I think what I'm going to do is hop up to this encounter with my factory card, and then use a move to collect my human shield objective. And then I will also move to this encounter. With 2 encounters, what I'm hoping for is metal, so I can to get my 4th deploy without having to trade or produce. I'd love an enlist to get more factory cards. Oh, look at that. I spent 1, they went almost all out. And we'll just retreat to the lake, no big deal. Work towards that lake hexes bonus. Alright, are we gonna remember a trap this time? Yes. Alright. What are we getting from Polani? Are they gonna come attack me? Maybe. Again, don't mind if they do. I'll retreat to a lake. I mean, yeah, it gives them a star. I'm gonna knock them down 2 power. I'm not super worried about that. Okay, factory action. They're gonna go get another encounter. I hope they're not getting this one, because that's the one I want to go get. Oh, really taking their time thinking about where they're moving. I would have liked to see them have planned out ahead of time. I hope they go to this one, get their character kind of off the board and out of the way. So they did get their deploy star now. I think it's funny, this game, nobody's enlisted but Tagawa. They have all 4 of their enlists, but they're really hemmed in this corner here. And unless they get Scythe, they're not going to be able to hit me here. And in 2 moves, I'm going to move off this. And even if they hit me there, I can retreat to the lake. Yes, alright, they went for this encounter, which that's not a great encounter, because they're not able to get to another encounter very easily from there. Now it's a move and a factory card or something, and it leaves me free to get these other ones. Alright, so I get 2 food and a pop. A worker and 3 food. They keep getting workers from their encounters. They're going to be able to get plenty of workers. Alright, power for 3 gold. And we'll move and pull this encounter. Come on, give me metal. Give me an enlist. Ugh. So, maybe gain the oil and get another upgrade next time? No pop, I might need to produce. Alright, we'll gain 2 and a pop. I don't think I'm getting the upgrade. It'll be 3 more moves, plus some more oil somewhere. That's a long time. So next we're going to move and get this encounter, pick up our human shield, and spread workers out a bit. I think we'll plant a mech here on the factory too. Although Polani probably hits that then, so maybe not. What do I do? Maybe drop workers off here and then take a lake. Yeah, I'm just not sure. And there's no farmer on the factory. I'd love to have those workers on a farm for a produce and enlist when I get my last medal if I can't get anything from the encounter here. Alright, so where are we at? I'll get my objective next turn. Then I need to get a deploy. I'm far away from any other star. Maybe I did need to take that oil for the upgrades. We'll see. You know, maybe I move 5 workers here. Let's see, what was their... I don't wonder what their thing was. Alright. So, we're gonna move my character here. Encounter. Yeah, we'll come here to the oil with the 5. And then we'll take 1 with the mech, drop 1 on the factory here, and then come take this lake. So we got our fume shield. Let's get some metal here. Well, I guess I take the food. What did Plenty do? Plenty moves. I could use her factory action to come attack me, but I'll pay 2 to take 4 food. Oh, nope, almost forgot about my objective. So now I'm going to produce, get some oil here, get my metal, so at least I can get my mech, and my deploy star. And then I just work towards the upgrade star. I mean, I got a lot of gold. I have a decent lead this game. Only I could reach that Tagawa medal. Alright, and I have the pop and the power to be able to produce. That's good. So I'll produce and enlist. What am I going to enlist? What are other people going to do here? The deploy, they were almost done. So deploy probably doesn't make a ton of sense. He's going to pop to build. Alright, please don't come attack me here. Oh, I suppose if they can attack, I can just hit him right back to get my wheat, but I don't want to. So 2 on a pop. Power and combat cards. Well, Polani is the power king right now. Alright. So we're going to produce 5 oil, iron. I guess there's a couple more mechs to go, so let's do that. And let's take some power. So hopefully we're not such a pushover, not such a target, and gives us power to be able to artillery people and use the factory card. The question is, do I become a target here for Polania? Maybe. But again, if they hit me, I can just come right back, I can move, the oil will still be there. That's a tempting oil to take from Tagawa. Oh, not when they put that there, and then now I'm in danger on the lake. Ha! Although they won't get Ronin, I can knock them down. They won't be able to produce if I knock them down for power. And to get oil, that's not a bad move. And even if I lose, I just retreat right to the lake and probably suck them from everything I need. And I think when I move, I probably move my worker here back. Be a little safer with my metal, so it's not just out there for Polania to take with a factory move next turn. Yep, alright. No big deal. They even brought food that I can steal back next turn. Yep, we'll knock them down. Hopefully just get a better combat card here. I hope they go nuts and spend a lot here. Alright, so they didn't. So I won't have the oil now if I move. What's score at? Polani would need... Do they have 3 on? No, they don't have 3 there to produce. Alright. I'm gonna try it. So we'll do this. Protect our metal. I'm gonna come here, bring drop off a couple workers here. Then we're gonna come here. I'm gonna think about how much to spend because I'm bringing 2 mechs. Alright, look at that. They spent everything. So we'll bring 2 workers with us to that lake. And then the other one to that lake. So we keep our lake positions. We did set Polani up with 5 stars, but we still have a lead. Got a couple lakes here. Didn't get close to our being able to didn't get close to our upgrade goal, but Polani is at no power, so we can probably come back with a factory action and attempt that. Or actually, rather, we deploy. Do I want to pay my last power? I don't think so. Well, that cost us a lake, which is no fun. That's okay. I guess we'll see a bolster upgrade here from Polania. Guess I'm not totally sure where they're going to get their 6-star from unless they move. I mean, they need to bolster to get power and then move people onto a village to be able to produce. That time I'll have another star and more territory. Gained popularity. Oh, and get a power with the structure bonus. Alright, and then they're going to enlist. Maybe for power. So we're going to get our last mech. And we're going to put our last mech on the factory, just to make that factory harder to be able to take. We kind of need the factory right now for score. Alright, so we're at 5 stars too. Well, Polania got to tier 2. So they are actually in the lead right now. Probably shouldn't have put my mech there because that would drop them out of tier 2. they move there. Move that mech away. Tagawa got their worker star, so they're at 4. Decent ways behind the score. The question is, does Polania move to set up a produce to get their 5th star? Yep. So I'm going to attack them and take their power away so they can't produce. And hopefully get my oil back here. Because my realistic only shot at a 5th star here is, or 6th star is upgrades, which is to take a while. So they're going to come with this one and attack there. And then move this one and attack here. And then let's see what else. Probably want to stay on this lake. So maybe we move this worker here. Kind of get in their character's way. Alright, so we'll do this first. Let's take the power. A little card. I don't need to win this. I can just retreat to the lake. I mean, getting the medal back would be nice, but not super concerned about that. And they're probably going to save more to save their village. Okay, good. Sent 2 back, got my medal. Don't need to spend that. Say we got cards that they'll probably spend. I guess I don't really need to spend a card. Spend a power to get a card back. Again, that's fine, because I can just retreat to the lake. I'll use my upgrade here. Power back. What do I need to upgrade here? Pop, I guess. Probably doesn't really matter. So, taking that territory should have set them back. Yep, decent amount here. Alright, so what's next? Probably a factory action, maybe bring this mech out to a lake, get myself some gold. It's gonna be a long game. 18 turns already. That's their first building. Interesting. Maybe going for pop. Although they just spent pop to get it. I guess they get 2 tunnels. Not to pass Polania. The other fun thing is here, I'm in reach of Polania's character, and I could take a lake while kicking them off of that on my next move. Alright, so a trade. What they'll enlist here, I'm sure. Did they get their power bonus already? Oh, they got a structure bonus. Alright, here's the question. Is Polania gonna produce Polania might produce to get to that 6 star and give me the win. So you know what? If they want to do that, I'm gonna let them do that, and I'll do this. I'm gonna move my guy out here to get another lake. While we keep slowly chugging away trying to get our upgrade star. Oh man, all this oil over to that Tagawa that's too hard for me to take in a combat. Looks so juicy. Alright, Polania, you're gonna end the game in, well, that puts you in second or third. Okay, they did. Alright, we're gonna pause here, stop recording for game 2. So, I won with 69, and from a lake standpoint, Tagawa has 1, Nordic has 3, Polania has 1.